Hello world! Welcome to my presentation about Gang of Force design patterns in G#. It is another new day, and today I will be talking about the Decorator pattern. In building an enterprise application, the Decorator pattern is a medium use. All source code being utilized here in this presentation can be downloaded in this URL, and it is also available in the description below. So, what is a decorator design pattern? A decorator pattern its definition is attach additional responsibilities to an object dynamically. Decorators provide a flexible alternative to subclassing for extending functionality. So there are 4 participants in a decorator pattern. We have component, concrete component, decorator, and concrete decorator. Component defines the interface for objects that can have responsibilities added to them dynamically. Concrete component defines an object to which additional responsibilities can be attached. Decorator maintains a reference to component object and defines an interface that conforms to component interface, while the concrete decorator adds a responsibility to the component. So let's have some images to visualize what is a decorator pattern. We have this UML Class Diagram. So as you can see from here, we have a component class here, and inside the component we have some operations identified in there. Then we have a concrete component in which you can attach, as being described here, you can attach additional responsibilities. And the decorator here, if you see the diagram, it will maintain a reference to this component class, interface. So later I will show you on the coding side what this component operation is all about and how it performs in the application. In this example, we have 2 concrete decorator. It can be even more than 2 if you want to. Then a concrete decorator, its responsibility is just to add a responsibility to the component that you're developing. So to better understand this class diagram, let's have a closer look at to another images which I have prepared here, which is we have here a visual example. As our example number 1, we have a library system. Just for demonstration for a library system, typically where you can borrow books and learning video materials. In this example, just a very simple demonstration for a library where it maintains a field, number of copies field to monitor how many books or videos are remaining in the library. So let's proceed with the demonstration of the application. Let me end this presentation for a while. Then I will show to you the Visual Studio IDE. Sorry, there you go. So let's maximize the window for you to see what's in there. Hope you guys could see this one. As you can see from here, okay. So this is the diagram. I'll explain to you one by one how it looks. How does it perform? So first, we have this component participant. It is an abstract class where it maintains a private field for identifying how many copies are left. And then we have Decorator as a property. Then we have a abstract method here with no implementation because this one is an abstract class. Okay. And then we have the Decorator participant also, which is being inherited from the library item or from the component participant. If you open this one, being defined in the Decorator participant description, that the Decorator participant maintains a reference to the component, okay, which is in this case the library item. So in the constructor, we have to set the type of library item or the type of component that you're going to attach to this Decorator. Okay, so that we will store it in this protected component, or in this case the library item. So let's go back to the diagram, and then we have here the responsibilities that is to be attached to the component, which serve as a concrete Decorator. Here we could, in this example, we declare it as a borrowable Decorator, because of course this is one of the responsible if you have a iLibrary system. Of course, you have this functionality to maintain, which is a borrowable class, which is being inherited from the Decorator abstract class. Then if you take a look at the code, we have a list of borrowers here. Okay. Then if someone try to borrow an item, it will decrement from the number of copies that we have. Okay, then we have also a return of items here. If it is already returned, then it will be removed from the borrower's list. Then of course you have to increment the number of copies. Okay. Then we have to override the display method. Okay, display method, we only just display, of course, on the console application the list of borrowers. Okay, then I forgot to mention the concrete component. Here, basically it's just a class, okay, that is being inherited from the library item. Okay, for in this example we have a book class inherited from a component participant. Okay, wherein you have these two fields, an author and a title. Okay, then in the constructor of this book, you should set up the author and the title and how many copies initially does this book have. Okay, then you override the display. Because we are in the book class, then we have a certain implementation on how to implement the display method. So in this case, we have to display the book that we added to the list. Okay. Then also we have another type of concrete component is a video. Okay. Then also it is being inherited from library item, which is a component participant of decorator pattern, wherein you have a field for director, place time, and title. Then likewise, if you open the code in the constructor, yeah, you set the properties, initial value of the property for the video. Then we override the display of the information about the video. Okay, so let's see and run the code, and let's see how it performs and how it is being executed. Okay, so here we have the application. So you guys see the output. Then let me open the code execution from here. So that is a decorator pattern. This is a library system. Okay, here you go. And then we open the console app. Okay. Okay. I have to display like this one. Okay. So the decorator pattern is number 2. Then in this example, we'll execute the library system 1. There you go. So let me explain to you line by line the code execution. First, we create a book, so a book class, okay, where we put up initial value like the author and the name of the book and how many copies does this book have. For this example, we have Worley, and the title of the book is Inside ASP.NET, and it has 10 copies in the library. So by executing the display method, it shows the book information and how many number of copies does this book have. Okay. The next thing is to create a video. Okay, we instantiate the video class and fill some initial value. This is the name of the producer of the video is Steven Spielberg, and the movie is called GoF. Okay, then the number of copies is 23, and the play time is 92 minutes. And then we execute the video.display method, so it displays the video information here in the console. Okay, now let's perform the borrowable concrete decorator. Okay, as being defined, the concrete decorator borrowable adds a responsibility to the component. In this case, we have the book and video component. Okay, so we instantiate the borrowable concrete decorator, and we attach the component video. Okay, and this example, we attach the component video. So after executing the borrow item, for example, the customer 1 and customer 2 have borrowed some video. Okay, then we execute the display method. Okay, the result is this. From 23, since we borrow two customer borrow from the library, from the library, so the number of copies from is now 21. Okay, So we display also the who borrows those videos. Okay. Hope you guys understand the first example about the decorator pattern. What more interesting is on the second example, which I'm going to discuss to you about the prime synchronization. So that is interesting. So let's go back to the PowerPoint presentation and let me explain to you the details. Okay, in example number 2 we have prime synchronization. On this example, we will synchronize 2 entries, the approvals and the permission entries. Okay. Here we have on this example we have 4 locations. If we recall our discrete mathematics prime project, okay, this is just an application of prime. How prime is used in the synchronization of approval entries and permission entries. So each location will have its own prime. Okay, and let's say for example we will send the approval and permission entry to this location. Okay, so that would be, if we get the product of all these prime, it will result to 210. Remember prime formula? The prime formula is the one that we are going to save in the database. Okay, so how it does work? Okay, we have this prime formula. Okay, now it will take the modulus operation corresponding to the prime of the given location, and if the result of the modulus operation is 0, meaning to say we were going to send those entries to that location. Okay, so every time we send the location, let's say for example we will send approvals and permission to HO, and once it is being sent, the new prime formula will be computed. Okay, so we will remove 2 from the prime, then we have to get the product of the 3, 5 and 7, and that would be 105. So meaning to say the remaining location will accept those approval and permission. So if Manila received those entries, that would be, the new prime formula will be 35 as a result of multiplying the prime formula of Cebu and Davao. Okay, and then once the entries are received in Cebu, the new prime formula would be 7, as the remaining location Davao with its corresponding prime is 7. So this location we will be waiting for the entry to come, and once it came, okay, then once it is being received, the new formula will be 1. So meaning to say, if it is 1, the synchronization is already done. Okay, so we have this UML class diagram for prime synchronization. And let's see the participants involved here. Okay, we have an extended, actually this is not part of the participant of this decorator pattern, the model and the collection. This is just for the purpose of demonstrating the synchronization on this location. We have model called location, and we have a collection of location. So let's see in the C# code how does this second example works. Okay, let me end this presentation first. Then here we'll open the decorator pattern UML. I will maximize the display so that everyone can see. Okay, so I'll explain to you this one by one. Okay. The model location is just like a location table in your database. Yeah. Okay. Then we have this collection of location. Okay. It is a single tone class, as we have learned in the previous lesson about design pattern, because we'll be using only in this demo, we'll be using only this collection of location in a single instance. Then we have an initial value of location here, in which we have HO, Manila, Cebu, Davao, with each corresponding prime. Okay, so that is the collection of location. Next thing is this one, the component participant. It is an abstract. We call it the prime item. Okay, we have these fields, a list. These are list of prime items. Then we have this properties, the prime formula. Okay, we have also the prime formula original, then the name, then we have the list of prime items, then we have an abstract method which has no implementation called display. Okay, that is the abstract class for component participant. And then we have this decorator abstract class, which is being inherited from the prime item, which is a component. Okay, if we open this one, okay, as being defined in the participants, that the decorator maintains a reference to the component, which is, in this example, we have the prime item. Okay, and then we have the concrete decorator, which is inherited from the abstract class decorator. This is this one. This is an object in which we will add responsibility. Okay, and I call it synchronizable. Okay, so meaning to say, we have this concrete component, approvals and permission, which is inherited from the prime item abstract class. Okay, meaning to say, the synchronizable will be called, and those entries, this component, concrete component, approvals and permission will be synchronized. to the following location that is being identified. And so let's see how this logic runs and how it performs. So let's execute the console up once again. Okay, let me bring you up the console up. Okay, there you go. Then I will open the code execution for the decorator pattern prime synchronization. We have it here. Okay. Okay, so let's run the up. Decorator pattern is number 2. Then the example is prime synchronization number 2. Execute. Okay. So let me explain number 1. Okay. Here on the first instance, we instantiate an approval, the approval concrete decorator. Concrete component, sorry. Where's the terminal? After instantiating the approval, we add an approval's name, 2 approvals name, John Doe and Jane Doe. Then the prime formula is 210, meaning to say we will synchronize these 2 to all locations. Okay. Then after we add those entries, approval entries, we display it. So we have it here in the console app as being highlighted. Okay. The next thing is we have instantiated the permission here. Okay. Then we add strap as one of the permissions. Then the prime formula is 210. We need to say this permission will be synchronized in all locations. And then we execute the display method. So it displays the list of permission here. The next thing is, let's see the synchronizable at work. Okay, we instantiate the synchronizable class. Then we attach the approval. On this example, we attach the approval. Then we execute the sync method. Okay, so on the first example, as you can see here, okay, here, so we have a two rows to be synchronized. So on the first one, we're trying to synchronize the John Doe and Jane Doe to HO. Then it was successful. Then the new prime was recomputed. It became 105. Okay. The next thing is it tries to synchronize in Manila, and it was also successful. Then the new prime formula is recomputed. It becomes 35. Then it tries to send it to Cebu. Then it was successful. Then the prime formula was recomputed, become 7, until such time that the remaining location is Davao, and it was also successful. Then the prime formula is recomputed, it become 1. So meaning to say the synchronization is successful. Okay. The next thing is we again instantiate the synchronizable class, and this time we attach the permission, meaning to say we were going to synchronize the permission list. So in this example, we have struct as one of the permitted person, and it will be synchronized in all locations. As being explained to you previously, each new prime formula is recomputed every time the row is sent successfully to the given location, until such time that the new prime formula is 1, then meaning to say the synchronization is successful. Okay, hope you guys understand how the decorator pattern works, and I hope you'll find it very useful in implementing in your application, because actually this is the decorator pattern is very useful, especially when you're trying to when you have a common responsibility or operation that needs to be reused, and you just have to attach a concrete component. So it's very nice to have, actually. So goes on my presentation about decorator pattern, and I would like to thank you for listening for my presentation. Goodbye.